Hi guys, it's the old man calling. When I talk about how practicing aware consciousness is a way of making a real contribution to taking care of people and planet and taking care of all living beings and the whole of life one moment at a time. One of the biggest problems is that, of course, we all hear words differently and they mean different things to different people. So I'm often disappointed that people don't really understand what I'm saying. For instance, as soon as I say aware consciousness, quite a lot of people I'm in conversation with will say, well, yeah, I meditate and I do yoga. And that's a great thing, but actually I'm disappointed because I can hear them saying, I do this activity for an hour or two a week, maybe 10 hours a week, which is great, but it's not what I'm talking about. You know, what I'm talking about, the value of practicing aware consciousness in terms of taking care of people and planet, taking care of all and everything, one moment at a time. I'm talking about a practice that's a completely different engagement with life. It's not something that I've fitted into a few hours every week. It's a different place to come from. It's literally about being engaging with the experience of being alive, focused on the experience of being alive right now. And when I'm talking about taking care of people and planet and taking care of all living beings and taking care of the whole of life one moment at a time, I'm not talking about what that might lead up to in 50 years' time. I love all of those things that David Attenborough, for instance, is doing. It's absolutely fantastic. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is practicing aware consciousness, not living in that, not fitting a sort of meditation, for instance, into your life and leaving your life just the way it is now with your program of activities. I've got a program of activities, but I don't live in that program. I turn to that program like a list. If I have a moment, I think, well, what am I going to do now? But I don't live there. Where I live is right here, right now. And what I'm doing, my focus is I'm taking care of all and everything, communing in this universe of being with an open mind and a warm heart, one moment at a time. And that's my contribution to taking care of people and planet and taking care of all living beings and taking care of the whole of life. I'm doing it one moment at a time. That's aware consciousness. So that's what I'm talking about when I say that practicing aware consciousness is a way of taking care of people and planet, taking care of the whole of life, one moment at a time. So if you're into that, and let's face it, you know, here we are in the first half of the 21st century, and we're faced with climate crisis and economic crises and political crises and all those things that are going on in our conceptual engagement with life. But they're real and we have to deal with them, the energy crisis and so on. We need to deal with these things, but we don't have to live in that space. We can live in this quiet, still mind, still untroubled universe of being and take care of all and everything. That's warm heart, open mind, one moment at a time. Practice aware consciousness, guys. It's a great way to live. That's all. Bye.